Do you have access as well? You can probably just fucking log into my Notion and shit anyway. But
Yeah, I can access your Notion through Google because I don't I can't view it the way you're viewing it in the Loom. That's why I logged in Notion
yeah,
earlier through your Google
dude, I
because
reckon
all
we
the
do that. I reckon I won't even share you shit. I'll just be like, hey, this, and just do it inside. And then we can just work on the same fucking thing. No sending. Dude, that's a
yeah.
fucking great idea. Every Hector needs its Helena. Did you know what that? Did you? Do you have any idea what it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Um,
Oh, that's fun. Helen, Helena,
yeah.
Helen or Helen of Troy. Yes. So, do you know this story?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. That's so great. Hector and Helen of Troy. And fucking Helen was the most beautiful woman ever. Fucking congrats. That's good. That's lucky you. Um, because the idea, that's why I'm calling it Hector. You obviously put that together. And Hector's like this warrior who's not Achilles. He gets fucking killed by Achilles, but he like tries his best. And that's who
Mhm.
we are. Like, I'm not fucking Achilles, like this kind of like perfect dude. It's like pretty fucking grindy, you know? Um,
Mhm.
but I think that's fucking part of the ecosystem is we articulate this role, this community manager role, and you become the conduit. And that's even a really smart thing. It's like instead of you having a whole bunch of accounts, is you could get to the point where you just integrate in, and instead of we have meetings, and instead of like obviously you got your own account for doing some stuff, you need that, but a lot of the work you're just interacting between Hector, the wearable that's capturing everything I'm saying,
Mhm.
fixing, prompting, pipelines. There is some management manual stuff, and then interacting with the community. And between with Hector and Helen, you can fucking you can build a business just like Troy that's got big fucking strong walls and is impenetrable. And as long as you don't let in the Trojan horse,
It's gonna work.
it's gonna work because no one beat Troy for thousands of fucking years. And you know who built Troy? Troy beat it. Troy fucking beat itself. Troy lost from the inside out because
Mhm.
well, that good when you got Helen and fucking Hector and Helen of Troy, fucking you're impenetrable, and that's so fucking good. But it was the Trojan horse that destroyed Troy. And I think in this context, in this like analogy for how to build an online business, the Trojan horse, fuck, it's the distraction of the internet. It's the
Mhm.
fucking internet addiction that's like got you fucking researching another thing or watching another video or focusing on some fucking little techie fucking bullshit task when you just need a good marketing angle. Like that's and so the analogy just holds the fuck up. That's cool. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's the story, right? There's the
Yeah.
story of a entrepreneur in business who, with his first business, made millions of dollars and had a massive following and fucking all this cool stuff, and then destroyed it and lost everything and moved back home with his parents and then started another business and in 3 years built a $10 million business and got another big payout and then destroyed that. Um, and this guy is then introduced to Hector and Helen of Troy, who are these powerful figures that have that are stewards of this fantastic city, Troy. Um, and it's impenetrable. It's been fucking built for thousands of years and it's still standing and it will potentially stand fucking forever, as long as they don't let in the Trojan horse.
But
They don't even fucking know this yet. But so they literally don't know that yet. Right now, it's just Hector and Helen of Troy, and together they will use all their understanding and their tools to help you build a business just like Troy, which is unstoppable, which is unbreakable. And all
Mm.
you have to do is not let in the Trojan horse, which is all of the distraction that comes along from the internet
Nice.
that takes an entrepreneur away from the high leverage tasks focused on the primary constraint and focuses them on meaningless details. And that single thing, resource allocation, leverage, whatever you want to call it, that single thing is the defining factor when you got Helen and Hector of Troy. Hector will record everything you say when you want to, either with the touch of a finger or with, I'm just giving you the fucking whole thing now. It's going. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we
um,
can get this.
yeah. Um, with at the touch of a button or a spoken safe word will capture everything that you say and shoot that to a series of customized GPT units that complete a bunch of processing, connect through the Notion API to load directly in your preferred Notion taking app. Hey babe, I'm just on a bit of a story roll. Okay. Just so you know, thanks. The fuck into your no, that's a good into your preferred Notion document, and then you've got Helena of Troy who will manage the system and communicate with the community and um fuck a whole bunch of other shit. Um, who will become the who will turn the written outputs of Hector, which entirely represent the knowledge contained in a thought leader's mind, that the processed outputs of that verbally articulated knowledge, Helena will bring that into physical manifestation by connecting, integrating into your messaging apps, your note-taking apps, all of your accounts, and through some simple meetings and communication, she will be able to um, utilize the information, the content from Hector and her understanding of customized GPTs and some manual practices to um, bring that bring that knowledge into a physical manifestation as a digital business. A digital business just like Troy that will stand forever as long as you keep out the fucking Trojan horse. It's literally guaranteed. We will commodify the knowledge in your brain using AI wearables and some custom applications. We will turn that into a digital course community and coaching business. We call them accelerators. And then we'll wrap a sales and marketing system around the same content that generated your product to generate your sales and marketing material. And then we will deploy that in your industry, in your region. And once we take stock of this region's best practice, we will use this as a framework to go cross country and sell the expertise and the excellent generation machine that we built in New Zealand to Australia and Papua New Guinea and Fiji and Philippines and China and Tasmania and Brazil and the United States and Canada and states within the United States and blah blah blah. And what we as a business are doing as e-commerce growth solutions, we are building the AI architecture and real world systems that facilitate the use of generative AI to rapidly build a digital knowledge business and consume an industry, because currently the table is being flipped by the advent of generative AI, and the SOPs you've got and the SOPs I've got could be the difference between 1,000% efficiency gains. And if I turn up to a fucking knife fight with a gun, you're fucked. If you've got fucking bows and arrows and I've got muskets, you're fucked. If I've got nukes and you don't have nukes, you're fucked. It's how it's always worked. And if you don't have AI systems running in your business, you're fucked. It's like it's really that simple. So this is how we intend to solve that. And that really just gets us started, because from there, that accelerator program becomes the anchor, the linchpin for an ecosystem of excellence in that industry. Then we build the best school, the best free community, and the best college, and we tie that together with recruitment strategies. So got this view I have on the fate of the world, and I think that as it's quite confronting, actually. So if you want to block your ears, fuck, you can block your ears. You don't have to listen to this, but um, I believe that where the world's at are rather unsustainable, and generally humans expect things to get better, and we live in a little time where things have perpetually gotten better, and it's very difficult for an organism or a human to understand or feel or have any sort of intuition or gut instinct towards a cycle that they haven't experienced, because we live on, say, 80-year maximum timescales. If you zoom out and have a look at what happens over 3 or 4 of those, which is 320 years, you would recognize that the time we're living right now is the weirdest, rarest fucking little fucking bubble. And the only way I can see, with the systemic forces at work across the globe, which I'll go into in the essay, is technology, right? So you figure out AI and you don't let it kill you, which is gonna be real fucking hard. And then you figure out fusion, and then you've got infinite energy, and you've got kind of infinite processing power, and then you can build robots and they do all the thing, but then you get to nirvana and fucking the human forces. So it's scary. Anyway, I think that the most important thing, the most foundational aspect for an ecosystem, a civilization, and for humanity is education. Ultimately, like, it's the defining factor, right? Like, the more capably educated with the current real world intelligence you need to operate, to deliver excellence, to save a life, whatever. It's about what are the tools available right now, and given the current market conditions, how can we deploy those tools, right? So
As you said before, AI will not get your job. Your job will be gone if you don't use AI.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
need
yeah.
to
But if you use AI, what you're learning and what you're understanding here, you're fucking good. And like, what you're getting paid right now is fuck all to what you can be paid in a couple of years as an AI fucking coach in the fucking best school in the Philippines, and the best online freelance school in the Philippines. You're the fucking head coach. Holy shit. The fucking Nicole, old Helena. Gonna go. So I would just want to continue on that note, though. The fucking the forces at work, where we're headed, AI education is the most foundational aspect. And so right now there's an opportunity to radically change the way education operates. And I want to show this, because this is I want to fucking draw this. And
write it in the whiteboard and not in the iPad, so you have it digitalized. You prefer to do
I,
it there?
I'm just going to do it here for this one. I don't really care. So I'm just going to type this in the video. Can you just speed this part up? So when we'll do this, and we can make you the producer kind of thing. And then we're doing it this way now just to get it out, because I'm on a roll. And if I can break this seal, I'm going to go to a whole new fucking level, and it's literally going to happen. My fucking coach, Mike, and he's going to fucking have a ball over this. He's going to love it. uh, Definitely be able to refer him now. Just tell this fucking story. Be crazy. There's a whole bunch of stuff wrapped in there I don't want to go into, but the process that'll happen is I will record it on we'll either like live stream these directly, or that's where we'll end up. But before that, I'm going to film it on my DSLR camera. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm sitting in like a studio.
Oh, the whole setup.
Yeah, so we can so we can use that, and then I can just give you some directions during the thing, But the standard one will be like, if I'm doing something or figuring something out, or we just go to work or whatever, then you just speed that up and then pick it up when we get back to a yarn.
Okay.
Because the whole point of this is build in public anyway. And so here's the deal, right? University business. University is training people on fucking shit that was like 2020. In 2024, the rate of change, and so people have to do 4 fucking years of all this stuff and they learn all of these things and it's amazing and they spend 50 grand in 5 years and then they get into the business and the business is like, you can't do anything for me. Well, I'll just hire you because it's what you're all fucking like. And the current market of the current fucking model for the market is university sucks. We all do it anyway for a lot of subjects, not for science, hard sciences and fucking law. Yeah, keep that in university, whatever. But for fucking marketing, for example, it's ridiculous that we do all this bullshit and then they come and they're like, oh, you can't really do anything for me. Instead of that, let's fuck that off, big X through that. We'll take the business, we'll commodify their knowledge with Hector, we'll build a digital community with Helena, and that way, and then we'll just build a school off the back of that. So now, instead of you learning this shit, you're just learning this stuff directly from what's working right now in the
From the
market.
business.
So if every fucking business that's the best at what they do gets a fucking AI wearable on the thought leader, uses Helena, this is going to cost, well, because it's out, I'm going to open source this shit and it's going to cost people fuck all. It's going to cost people fuck all to do this business model immediately. And I'm going to work with a specific chunk of them in our portfolio on a profit sharing and equity basis to like blow a few of these fucking things up globally, right? But if you do that for the whole world, now like hold on, we've already ascertained this axiom that education is the most important thing, like to elevate society and to save us, because it's fucking, have you looked around? It's there's impending doom, and we have an opportunity to radically improve an absolutely fucked education system. Well, okay, and also it's even worse right now and it gets worse every day because things are accelerating so fast. This wasn't a big deal for university and business in 1980. 1984, same shit. It's all good. It's not like that now. So what we're talking about here has the genuine potential to save the fucking world. You revolutionize education and you retrain the world with the tools that are now available to generate the life and the future that we all collectively want. Because if it gets bad everywhere, it's fucking over. And fuck, there's probably a relatively low chance we can fucking save the world with this thing, but it'd be nice on the way out, in a burning chariot to be like, did you ever fucking go? What'd you do to save the world? Oh, yeah, just fucking, nah. You built an evil empire selling frozen yogurt? Oh, fuck. All right. So that's a big fucking yarn too. And yeah, I want to put it out. I want to put it out there because the more people that get on it, the more people that make businesses with it. If I don't gate it, it's all good. And it's a big enough, strong enough concept that hasn't been, unless I've just stolen it from someone and someone's like, yeah, someone's already doing that. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone with the app and the wearable and the digital community and the South. I don't see anyone with all this shit. Show me. But putting it out there on YouTube right now, just going like, fuck it, bang, don't care, whatever. That's the real difference maker, because that's when you start to like, from here, I can post anything, right? That barrier's gone. It's like, oh, fuck it, like whatever, just, and the more content we build around the story, the better. And if you want to, oh, fuck, it's so fucking good, Nicole. It's so good because also Troy, the community, right? Fucking,
Mhm.
what is Troy about? It's like, oh yeah, well, if you keep letting the fucking Trojan horse in and fucks up Troy, you're not making any money still. Yeah, we'll fucking go to Troy and we'll sort out your internet addiction, which is your fucking Trojan horse. So like we've got the with
Doing two things at once.
yeah, with Hector and Helena, you've got you solve the core friction of, oh my God, I can't have fucking I don't want to make content, I can't be able to make any SOPs, blah 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 blah. You solve that, the biggest fucking problem in business, right? Because systems are the most valuable thing, but no one wants to build the systems and no one wants to maintain the systems, so the systems get old and then they suck. So you solve that with Helena and Hector. With the with the school accelerator, you solve how to build a online community and manage it really effectively in your busy schedule with fucking, integrating with Helena and Hector, and how do you generate leads and how do you make money with it and the whole fucking thing. Then if you can't make that work, it's not a us problem, it's a you problem. And go to Troy so you can learn to uphold the commitments you make to yourself, and we'll give you all the systems on the planet to do that. Boom, boom. And if none of that works, well, I can't fucking help you, because that's it. Like that's actually all there is. If you do all of that all in one ecosystem and you tick it all off and you go through the methodology, you won't lose. It doesn't work. You can't not. So all the main friction's gone. And yeah, this is coming from a guy who's fucking spent 13 years autistically smashing his head against walls. And like finding it so hard to do anything. So yeah, cool.
That's great
Okay,
content.
that is great content. And I'm gonna fucking finish off with, okay, the fate of the world. There is a lot of coherent signal in the market right now, which leads me back to the same conclusion. Pax Americana is over, and the West will soon face before 2020, before 2030, but fuck, I think before 2026, an extreme global societal calamity. This will likely occur as the masses realize that things will only continue to get worse, not better. A lot of people watch Dune, and there is some very, very interesting, fuck, but I haven't put that pattern here yet, but I want to. Anyway, the signals that lead me to this conclusion are below, with prompts for how to research where so you can build your own confidence. I haven't organized all of the points that have led me to this conclusion in order of importance, although the first 5 are probably the big ones. They all build the picture. Now, before I get into the reasons why that's going to happen, I want to prepare you with my frame of understanding. Okay. So my experience on this topic is that our intuition cannot help us here. It's based on the events of the microcycles we have experienced in our lifetime, and is thus useless in predicting the past the current known. How you feel will be of no help here. My view is that our intuition and gut is often right, but it doesn't understand how microcycles fit into macrocycles. Your intuition or gut, or I've got a feeling about this, it's the totality of your consciousness communicating with you. The part that can't directly experience, that knows more than your kind of pathetic conscious mind could ever understand. When talk of a calamity that will significantly erode quality of life, it's very hard to get behind it, even though it's all sticking out at you right in the face. And I think there's 2 reasons for that, right? So we experience the 10-year microcycles for our entire existence, and we start to believe that things will always be generally as they've always been. The belief that the world will continue on generally as it has is so foundational that many other beliefs are, and basically every life plan is built on top of it. So when you build your life plans around everything like culture, business, schooling, food supply, travel, options, government, and the rest, the idea of just throwing it away is extremely repulsive. It's such a massive upheaval and requires so much emotional weight and so much cognition and emotionality. We'd rather write it off and leave it be. Oh, even if it makes logical sense, even if the signals pile up, even if everything is going on is unprecedented, it doesn't seem to matter. Really coming to terms or grasping the idea that the world may not continue as it has, and we should probably in some way prepare for that, is fucking hard. Because, and this has happened as per historic accounts, we will sleepwalk into the obvious because there is a mass societal feeling of, oh, but that'll never happen. And the emotional pressure of the weight of the entire society's repulsion to this event is part of the thing. It's part of the network effect that keeps it down. So it basically never feels like anything bad's going to happen. Then it does happen. The roaring 20s into the Wall Street crash and the Great Depression. This story exists forever. Everything's fine until it's not. In fact, just before it's not, everything's extra fine. You're looking around going, fuck, how's this stuff still working? That's crazy. They've got how many Lambos? Whoa. So it's like everything's fine, and then everything's extra fine, and then everything's not fucking fine, and you're just losing your mind. And the gap between extra fine and not fine happens really fast. And it's interesting because, so why wouldn't you take 5 to 15% of your net worth and invest it in a worst case scenario solution that you can also use in the best case scenario? In every other arena in life, diversification and preparation is welcomed and praised. Why not have long life food, water purification, gold, fuel, and guns, all of which act as inflationary hedges anyway? Because that would mean accepting the possibility that this calamity might be closer than we think, and it becomes a real possibility. It's an existential crisis way your mortality, which most of us aren't. And I've seen it with myself. I constantly grapple with it. But the signal is too strong now. It's become painful for me to have this conversation with the people I love most of my life. Nothing ever happens despite the conversation, despite making it make sense. There's agreements, things like that. Nothing happens, nothing is prepared. And it reminds me of that story. The only thing we learn from history is that we don't learn from history. So I figure I can maybe help some of y'all live the fucking best life in the face of an uncertain future. And so acting now is the most important recommendation. But the deepest thread of this thing, as far as I've gotten, you need to live your life like none of this is ever gonna fucking happen, and it's all gonna work out. Because the worst thing you could ever do, is throw away your future potentiality in the best case global scenario, because there's a high chance something entirely different will happen than you thought. This might be one of the only universes or threads of time where your soul, however you want to think about it, has the shot at like a best case global future. And shit, what you could try and build that for yourself if you want to. But the point here is, if you go, oh my God, yeah, that's right, fuck it, I'm just gonna like go and live in a cave or something, then you give up that chance. And the chance is the most important thing. So you got to live your life like Dogecoin is going to the fucking moon, like Elon's going to tame AGI, they figure out fusion, all that stuff's done. It could all go great, and we never end up in a dystopic, controlled, ugly, poor, sad future, right? And so you want to build while you're at it. You want to just build as best you can. And with that experience, I think the way to integrate this knowingness of this understanding of the world's macro cycles is this now gives you that real thing that can promote living every day like it's your last. So you should live every day like you're experiencing right now, and you should live it like it's the most beautiful environment conducive to you experiencing peak happiness and contentment. And so if you focus on what you've got instead of what you don't got, ultimately life's only meaningful because it's not infinite. So part of the reason we are so sloth-like with our behavior is it kind of feels like the current state of this world is infinite, or for as long as we last, or as long as we're going to last in it anyway. So accepting the possibility that it could all go to shit, integrated correctly into your higher self, can be utilized to add more meaning to life and not detract from it with nihilism. And one of the things I've been doing is getting into hobbies that would have utility in a worst case scenario. And what I've found through this journey is they happen to be the most fun anyway. So gardening, spearfishing, horse riding is a far more enjoyable, deep fucking experience than club banging or the best movie. I fucking love a good movie in IMAX. Doom was crazy, but it's nothing like galloping with a horse in the countryside. Because again, look, we don't know what we don't know. And this little 80-year pocket of human history or the last 40-year pocket, the last 10-year, again, it's just every pocket keeps getting better. It's getting exponentially better and more comfortable. Everyone likes to say, oh, you know, fucking watch the world come to, but look around. Fucking, it's you wouldn't swap. If you wouldn't swap, it's better now. So the lower middle class people today live better than kings of the age past, and it can get worse. It can get so much worse. And I think that's worthwhile recognizing, because it can add more meaning to the life you live today, and it can also, gives you the opportunity, if you hold on to it, to living that best case future. So look, that's all the doom and gloom shit, right? That's fucking my kind of thesis on the problem. And so my solution, 4 steps. 1, live as if the edge case future where everything turns out as we expect is guaranteed. I'm going to say that again because I butchered it. Live as if the edge case future where everything turns out as we expect it's going to is guaranteed. 2, cherish every available experience now as if it might not be here tomorrow. 3, spend time enjoying ancestral hobbies which have utility in any world state: MMA, gardening, horse riding, marathon running, spearfishing, etc. There's probably heaps more. And 4, 20% of net worth into long life food, water, purification, gold, fuel, and guns. Because if you don't get guns, then the fucking, you know, that other stuff it'll probably get taken off you anyway, to be honest, in a real worst case scenario. But yeah, guns help. So thanks. That was me. Now, it says I've got a men's group called Troy where we have a life mastery equation and system for reaching deeper into your potentiality. It's a real simple system. Sleep plus exercise times mentor plus buddy plus system equals a better life. Real simple. Sleep gives you energy. Exercise gives you clarity. A mentor and a system gives you direction, and a buddy gives you accountability. If you've got energy, clarity, direction, and accountability, you don't need anything else to succeed, right? You are pretty much guaranteed physical health, mental clarity, emotional stability, financial freedom, and spiritual fulfillment. Again, like, to live a better life, what do you want to do? Be more physically healthy, be more mentally clear, be more emotionally stable, be more financially free, be more spiritually fulfilled. That's a better life. So PPS, another one. Also, we're stronger as a core unit. The group is limited to 300. That's cool, which is a little Spartan reference as well. If you're interested, DM me or look up your screen time and comment on this post. That's your opportunity. Okay, well, we just made a YouTube video. It's fantastic. Thanks for a great session.
And then, well,
the calendar.
the calendar, and then your flight, and then the email.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let's fucking this. We'll post. That's funny. Yes. And now back to the menu today of being a small business owner. Like, it was fun, like being like, I just got to be Elon Musk for I feel like I just was Elon Musk for about 45 minutes. And now I've just got to rebook a flight and fucking. Funny. Okay. Well, yeah, this is where we can finish the video then, because that's fucking